Are we dreaming? 15 home Premier League wins in a row. What is this all about? This is your instant match reaction to Aston Villa 1, Arsenal nil.
Up and running, and Villa is loud.
Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast. It's me, Rich, and I'm back with your instant match reaction. This time to Aston Villa 1, Arsenal nil. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, when are we going to lose at home? This is just incredible. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, we are 3 subscribers away from 2,800. We're on the road to 3K. We want to do it before Christmas, so you can help us get there. But like, subscribe, and get your comments in on your thoughts on today's game. I mean, what a win. We had to dig deep. We had to go to the depths of the ocean to get that victory, but we did it. We absolutely did it, and we deserved it. It was a different type of win to the Man City one. We had to really dig in. The substitutions played a key part in the game today, and Unai Emery got it tactically spot on, absolutely spot on. So let's go through it. Obviously, the team lineup came out, and it was the same as Wednesday night, which was interesting because we obviously thought that there were going to be quite a few changes. And Unai Emery, as I keep saying, last week had said that he was going to utilise quite a few of his squad, give more minutes, manage the team, but he didn't make any changes. He kept the same side. Obviously, very understandable considering the level of performance against Man City. But you might have thought some of the players were carrying a bit, maybe looking a bit leggy. But you know, he kept faith with the team that got him the result. And look, it absolutely paid off. You know, we got out the traps really quickly. Arsenal had one or two bits of possession right at the start, but then the first really incisive move, and what a fantastic move it was, starting right from the back. And Boubacar Kamara heavily involved, playing nice little passes with Leon Bailey on that right hand side. Fed it into Yuri Tielemans, who then quickly played it onto Leon Bailey, who got one-on-one with Gabriel. Lovely little step over, took it outside on his right foot, which is what we love him to do because we know he cuts in on his left. But if he can go both sides, he is a dangerous proposition. He did that, cuts it back. McGinn, nice little touch, lets it go across his body. Ben White's too far off him, and McGinn, left foot, puts it into the corner away from David Raya. And on 7 minutes, Villa are 1-0 up. And yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And we've got something to hold on to. And we know Arsenal aren't quite like the free-flowing Arsenal that they were last season. Maybe take a few less risks, and we know they're not like City in terms of really flooding that midfield. They like to keep their wide man quite really wide and high, and we knew that if we had something to hold on to, I'm sure we have a good chance of doing that. So the game continued. Um, Arsenal starting to get more into the game. Villa looking quite dangerous on the break, but also trying to keep it calm, playing the ball across the back, trying to draw Arsenal out. You could see that Arsenal did press quite high onto us, and they did start to cause one or two problems. Saka on that right-hand side starting to get more into the game, mainly for our own doing, giving the ball away. It was one opportunity he had on the right. He cut inside on his left and then went to bend it in. Emi Martinez read him. Fairly comfortable save in the end, and then a real good chance for Odegaard. Again, ball into the box. Odegaard looks to control it. He beats a couple of players by feinting, but Martinez had read him. He tries to curl it in with his left foot into the bottom corner, but Martinez had read it and makes a great save. And there was one or two flashes across the box, one or two crosses, but nothing crazy in terms of chances for Arsenal. Like I say, lots of pressure around the box, but nothing really crazy. And as I say, more of it from Villa kind of giving the ball away or maybe making their own mistakes. But to be fair, Arsenal were quite guilty of giving the ball away at certain periods as well. And Villa, while not really being too threatening, had some opportunities and maybe little half chances on the break, even in that first half. But yeah, like I say, fairly comfortable. 1-0 up at half time. Leon Bailey had worked incredibly hard. We said, I think he's been directly involved in in 7 games in a row, either goals or assists at home in the Premier League. And what a season he's having. He got the assist for McGinn, and yeah, he's well deserved in terms of potentially looking a bit leggy, but absolutely fantastic. And he came off at half time. Musa Diaby came on and again looked quite sharp. Um, I thought we were a little bit too rushed to try and get the ball forwards. When we won the ball, we were a little bit too rushed to get the ball forwards. And Arsenal again were kind of stepping up, but similar to City in the game on Wednesday, where the first 5-10 minutes it looked like they were really trying to pile on the pressure, but we kept the line high, and we're so organised at the back, and it was just really, really good to see. And the way we managed our substitutes was excellent. Jacob Ramsey coming on for Yuri Tielemans on 56 minutes, Matty Cash and Leander Dendoncker coming on 66 minutes for Ezri Konsa and Boubacar Kamara respectively, and then Leandro Trossard comes on for Arsenal. And like I say, it was more huff and puff from Arsenal. They had a fair few kind of openings, balls dropping into the box, but nothing crazy in terms of lots of chances. It was quite a bitty game. Both teams putting tactical fouls in, picking up yellow cards here and there, but nothing crazy in terms of chances until kind of right towards the end. Around sort of the 88th, 89th minute, and ball goes into the box, really just a hopeful ball into the box. Arsenal piling players forward, and Kai Havertz sees himself free at the far post, along with I think Nketiah, but he challenges for the ball with Matty Cash. I mean, Martinez comes out, Diego Carlos comes out for it as well, but somewhere along the line it hits him on the arm, and I think it might have been a couple of times it hits him on the arm as he bundles it in. The referee, to his credit, gives the decision on the pitch. Asking then for VAR to rule it as a goal, but no, they stuck with the on-field decision. Didn't ask him to go to the screen or anything like that, and that was kind of a brave decision from the referee, and something that we should give him a lot of credit for. Previous to that, there'd been one or two. There'd been potentially another penalty shout, Luiz on Gabriel Jesus, but to me, I think he made a lot of it, and I don't think that where Luiz was bringing his foot, I don't think he moved it into Gabriel Jesus's leg as he went down. But as I say, it was so well organised. Diego Carlos was excellent at the back. Pau Torres again looking assured and strong, and just seeing us the way that we can pass the ball, out wide and utilize those players was just excellent. So yeah, I think Carlos got the man of the match on Sky, but McGinn again, just that enthusiasm, just that engine that he's got, and obviously scoring the goal in the 7th minute, but then still kind of running with the ball forwards, trying to drive us on. We had one or two openings in that second half, and Watkins had a couple of shots. Kind of straight at David Raya, but he had a really good game against Saliba, and again caused problems. It's interesting, these top teams leave it 2-on-2 at the back, and we can really exploit that with Bailey or Diaby and then Watkins up front. And if we can make one or two shrewd signings in January, I really, really, really do think we can cause a real upset in this top four. Really do, because the way that we play, the way that we're so organised, 2 clean sheets in a row now against the top sides. Give the players so much confidence going into the next couple of games, and yeah, it's honestly, it's just absolute dreamland. You guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Where do we need to maybe get a couple of options in the side, just to kind of give us that last push? Because honestly, I thought if we could get one result, 1 point out of the next two out of these 2 games. We've got 6 points out of these 2 games. It is absolutely incredible, incredible stuff. We are going to miss Louise and Dina for the next 2 games. Obviously, Moreno came on for a good half hour today, so that was good. Seeing him get some minutes, but it's good. Who are we going to look to replace Douglas Louise with? Obviously, maybe drop Kamara. Obviously, Kamara will be in there. Maybe drop Tielemans or McGinn in there. But that is going to be, quite a big loss for us. But then, the games come thick and fast. Maybe just maybe it's not a bad thing for him to have a little rest for a couple of weeks and come back fresh for Sheffield United. But look, I am absolutely buzzing, absolutely buzzing. I'm full of cold, but I had to come on and do this vid because honestly, it is just incredible the run that we're on. 15 home wins in a row. We are third in the table, 1 point behind Arsenal, 2 points behind Liverpool, 35 points from 16 games. It is just phenomenal, phenomenal stuff. And the manager, I mean, to coach that side through the game, to keep them organised, to make the substitutions when he made them. You know, Leander Dendonker's only played about the most he's played in a single game is about 10 minutes. He came on with a good 25 minutes to go and put good challenges in, was really up to the pace of the game, was putting some good passes in, was getting forward. Moreno again, coming through into the game against Saka, looking really sharp. And Saka, coincidentally, was quieter as Moreno came on. He kind of regressed in the game, and that just shows you the organisation and the planning that goes into this game, and the players are executing it on the pitch. But yeah, absolutely unbelievable. To be sitting third in the table, to win these last two games, 6 points out of the last two. Just incredible stuff. I can't think of any more superlatives. I'm going to leave it there. Guys, thank you so much. We will be back with the full match reaction tomorrow night, talking tactics with Gareth, which I'm sure will be really interesting. I'll be back with any shows where we're talking transfers and stuff to keep you up to date with that. And obviously, match preview for Zrinski, match reaction, and make sure we can come top of the Europa Conference League group. But when is this run going to end, guys? This is just madness. This is just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, help us on the road to 3K. Get your comments in. I will reply to as many as I possibly can. Thank you all for watching. Up the Villa. Remember, we all follow the Villa. Come